Alright, well, it is very early on Saturday morning. I have. You can't even see them back there. See if I get some lights. Wings are loaded in the back. We are headed to Indianapolis, and we will see if we can get these feathers done and sorted and see what we can do with this thing. We'll see you guys on the other side of this drive. I'm going to pay attention to the road a bit here. Yeah, this is going to make things very, very, very interesting. They say plus 9 minutes. I've already been sitting here for 10. Somebody got excited up there. We'll have to see what happens when we get up there.
A few moments later.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fun one. But so far, I don't think I've seen any ambulances, so hopefully that means there's nobody injured. Alright, we are clear of the traffic. We have made it over into Illinois, and we are moving directly into the sunrise. Yeah, clouds are clearing. It looks like it's going to be a fairly nice day for driving. Chilly, but nice. For the next couple of minutes here, I do get to deal with the sun quite literally directly in front of me. So I'm going to focus on this, and we will catch up with you guys in a little while. Okay, this video is going to be very different due to the fact that I didn't film any of our work in Indianapolis. My customer's a bit on the camera shy side, so I wouldn't have had much video to put in. I'm going to instead do an overview of our work while I'm getting these modeling strips cut down. Before we see what the wing mock-up looks like, here's a quick overview of the design. It's a scissor design that mounts to the pack, has a lever that pulls the wings up into position. To figure out the scale for this, we had to work from the measurements from the top of the folded wing to the floor. Yeah, I know the reference only goes down to his ankles. The floor was a customization that was requested. Once we had that, we applied the measurement to a measured drawing and got some rough dimensions for each piece of the skeleton. From this, we used these to mock up the strips I'm cutting here to build the skeleton. Some minor tuning, and we ended up with this for a winged skeleton. From here, I'm going to get the rough up back to St. Louis and start making it real. All right, we are back from our trip, and we've got some mixed results here. Get this out, get this out. I don't think I need this at the moment. Bits and pieces, parts. Tape. All good. All right, so results of the rough fit from the pack. All right, results of the rough fit from the pack. Kind of a mixed bag here. Not a big deal either way. This did fit. Fit quite well actually. Little minor tuning on the straps, but everything went together well. The problem we hit is that once everything's in place, this rides up high on the shoulders. Expected, no big deal. But part of the costume is to try to make this disappear, so they're going to wear a shirt over it and the jacket over it as well. So this is all becomes, kind of comes up and tents over, the clothing all tents over this, and it just doesn't look all that well. So what I think we're going to try and do is we're going to make another pack. And I say we're going to make another one because I think it's just going to be the back plate with new top straps. We'll that way we can try something that mounts a little lower. We're going to the hard mounting part is going to cut off lower, so the straps are going to be longer and come down and get into that. In the meantime, and we're going to do both packs so we can see which one works best, and we'll just go with whatever works best. In the meantime, we started fitting in and mocking up the skeleton for the wings. It's actually a pretty impressive size, and this is just the skeleton. The feathers themselves are probably going to come out even a little farther, so probably looking at a 6 to 8 foot wingspan by the time this is all done. I've got the mounting points here, which we'll then need to figure out. The way this whole mechanism is going to work is the top piece is going to hinge, but it's going to be anchored. The bottom piece will also hinge, but it's going to be on a slide. So as this piece slides, the whole thing can scissor in, scissor out, and that'll be the raise and lower on the wings. Once we have that part built, sorted out, and figured out, then we just have to build some kind of a mount and mechanism that will allow it to come back like this so that the wings can be folded and tucked in behind out of the way for walking, whatever, and then they can be popped out whenever we're ready. So we've got two things to do, and not a lot of time to do them in. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get started. No real good way to work on a lot of this stuff. So I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to set aside the pack for now. I'm going to work on that later, probably off camera. We've already seen how this all goes together. It's going to be a repeat performance with some different dimensions, just cutting this a little bit lower. All these pieces are going to be the same. We'll show it to you when it's done, and we will go from there. So I'm going to set this aside. And I think today we're going to focus on the wings. Let's get all this strapping material out of the way. We don't need that at the moment either. Let's see here. Boom. All right. Now, we have our pattern, and we have raw material to work from. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to take a moment to get all this extra cardboard out of the way, I think, so we can actually see what we're doing. All right, we'll set this aside for the moment. I don't know if I'll need to make any templates for anything else now. So this is just going to kind of be a get it all together, get it sorted, and start getting some pieces cut to size, get some holes measured out and drilled, and then we'll go from there and see what we can do. Now, I did good on several of these pieces. However, I did not measure out this piece. And this piece is longer. Yay! Grab a let's see what we have here now. This goes from here out to here. This is 23. All right. Now we're going to keep this handy. Jot a quick note on here. Okay. 6-inch piece, 14-inch piece. No, a 6-inch. Yeah, 6-inch, 14, 16, 13, and a 23. Keep all those numbers right. Now, the one trick is that this piece up here is going to have large feathers mounted into it, and I want them to be on a hinge mechanism. can let them hang free, or something else that I can do. These pieces are going to be in here. Like, okay, that's not going to fit. Hang on. Can you guys see that okay? I think you probably can. Yeah, you can see that fine. Okay, so we're going to do this like this. And this will definitely be here. This will definitely be here. What I'm trying to decide is, do I want to put this in here like this so that the feathers can hang loose, or not? I don't know. We'll see. I think it may depend on just how many pieces I can get out of all this. I have quite a bit of raw stock. Should be okay on a lot of it. I'll have to unsticky a lot of this stuff too. But let's begin by getting some bits marked out and sorted and started, I think. All right. Will this work okay? Oh, that'll work nicely. Okay. So, we said this piece was going to be, okay, there's the little corner there, there's that right there. Do I have a... close enough. All right. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take you right there. And then the next piece, let's see here, is going to tuck in right here. And yeah, we'll get that off of there and out of the way. How about that? Okay, that goes there. And this is going to come down, and we're going to put this right across here. So there's one, there's two. Can we get... Wait, can I get this? Oh! That's like an exact piece from there to there. I think I just scored big time. Okay, so let's see here. So I have my 6-inch piece. I have my 14-inch piece. And I have my 16-inch piece. Look at that. Okay. Let's see what I can do up here now. This comes up here to this corner like this. I'll run this all the way down to here. And this is my 23-inch piece. Do I get lucky? Oh, this is going to be close. As I send everything flying off the table. Okay, I need the 5, 6, okay, the 13-inch piece, which is this piece right here. And its edge is right here. This is millimeters off, like 2 millimeters off. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. Yeah, I think we can make this work. Which means if we get all of it out of 2 pieces, that's fabulous. Worst case, it takes 3 pieces, and I've got 7 pieces here. Did I drop one somewhere? No, I only have 7 pieces. That's okay. We have more than enough to do this whole thing, I think, for right now. Now, hardware. What do I want to use for hardware? We're going to go through, say, 2 pieces. Let's see here. 10mm might just be enough. Let me see something here. Okay. The other side of this is to ease movement. Do I want to try to fit in? Do I have any nylon washers in here? I don't have any nylon washers. Wait a minute. I have another drawer full of M3 hardware. I don't see... Oh. Maybe. Ha-ha. A few washers. Now, if I take this off, put a washer on, then I tuck this back on, and this is just, I'm doing plain nuts for putting this together, just for fitting and ease and whatnot. I think for the final assembly, though, I do want to use nylocks because I don't want this coming apart when it's got all kinds of coverings on it. And I am thinking... yeah. I'm thinking this should work pretty good. Okay. So M3 10mm with a nylock. Yeah, that was pretty good actually. All right. Well, we've got a bunch of pieces measured out. I think our next step is going to be to get a bunch of pieces cut. So off to some place where we can clamp everything down and get it rocking and rolling. Hey everybody, Future Jim here. As I'm going through working on editing, thinking this is probably a good place to stop this. The video is starting to get a little long, and I'm trying to avoid 40-minute videos unless it's something big, or if I'm doing it all in one, if I'm doing a project all in one go. So we're going to go ahead and cut this here. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this. You know, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit a like so that I know that I've got something going on the right track, and keep it going. If you want to see when I post new videos, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit that bell, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next video where we pick this up and keep on trucking with things. In the meantime, go and get into things. Make something cool. See ya.